Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. As are you, I hear. The Guard, which is why I came. To learn the full truth.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of...
I was.
Then I have questions for you.
Gladly. There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's... 2? And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port is...
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian, come here and I'll... It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the royal... It may well have gone cold by now. But as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake.
Allow me to... As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business.
I'd be glad if it. Give me a moment to make ready.
Very well, but...
Otto. Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lanza and the Fang. You have any trouble on the way?
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking...
Thanks.
So, what about your uncle?
Don't look so worried.
Thanks.
Gav, Otto.
You can count.
All right, Uncle.
We shall... I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Soldiers were. So, Lord Cook.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehere. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Kupka, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads. But we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
The outlaw! Take him!
Try it.
Oh, my boy! Just like that! Who are you?
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the fang.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough on...
By guile, then.
Rosina... But how will we find her?
And that she was working. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. I'll wager this Rosina Delamel.
That would certainly help to...
And that's exactly...
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Good day, my lord. Here you are. My thanks. Here you are. Fare you well.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your home.
Anything I can allow? My good man, we're seeking to expand our business in the region and would...
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets and our smith.
Thank you. Oh,
No.
well...
What do you want?
I won't keep you long. A woman by the name...
Never heard of her.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town...
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you...
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Can I help you?
Yes, a long-standing pillar.
Then you should ask. He's been here for years. Try the baths.
Thank you. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep it up from your door.
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. Do you know Rosina Dalamil?
And what?
She was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the bordello.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts.
So you're the ones who...
I beg you...
Don't play stick your nose in it. Arise!
Nice try. Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
How about a hot bath to soothe the aches and pains of the road?
Plates and pots!
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
The most fragrant herbs and
The
spices.
finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Who was for... So much for Rosina Delamil being...
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been... Sorry. Whoever this Lubor truly is.
See that he get... Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the bee that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen.
We might as well hear him out. Assuming he is an ally, of course.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man. But enough of the pleasant. I want you to put an end... Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have...
What trouble?
Manners, Greybeard. One can...
What?
My apologies. Follow? Oh, but that was 3.
Ha! It will be easy. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not...
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Delamil. Excuse me.
You've heard?
I've heard rumors.
Damn, pilfering the crystals that were meant to us common folk have hardly had a shot, and it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either.
Do you have a moment?
Depends.
Just a question.
Well, whereas the soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal, the men of the Rock, throw their money...
Is that so?
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Oh, then be off with you.
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just don't want to be stuck under some pauper. No, just leave.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The finest fabric!
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you. What do you want?
I'm looking for my pal.
The gentleman who was with you.
Thank you.
Let me treat you.
Huh?
Will this suffice?
By the sands.
One of the many treasures in my...
All right. I'm sure that, but not...
What do you do? Care to explain where you're giving?
Bait, my boy. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I had no luck, of course, but my uncharacteristic... They took me aside and said they could procure the...
So the...
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate a small price to pay. But enough about my little act of...
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And meanwhile, members of Kupka's private... I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning...
I'll wager you...
We'll meet with them then, and put an end to the...
Ha! That... It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your... support? If things turn sour.
Of course.
I need to drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
$1,000 for a measly bunch of...
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake!
This river runs all the way to the southern seas.
Why is the tavern shut?
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and...
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed.
Of course.
Not bad at all. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road...
Because these crystals are no longer the property of your buying.
And we have no... But we have ships, and will gladly deliver...
Royalist!
Why? To collect and being such. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed...
Did you get all that?
My lord!
Double-crossing dogs! Kill them!
Kill them both!
Not over yet, Uncle! Good! I'm just getting warmed up!
Nice try.
Farewell! It's over! Well, how'd you like my performance, huh? I've often...
Greybeard! Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but...
How long have you been?
Long enough to witness your uncle's... I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade...
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the... Well...
Indeed, the people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Coop. Until you... Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
Well, Clive. To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. And those left behind have been...
Thank you. You still have the purse I gave to the...
Oh.
And my name is not Greybeard.
Nope.
Double the...
Here. Any friend of mine who sees you with...
Thank you.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses. Tell them that
Omia Stelan. Tuisa Achilles.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Come on, Uncle.
I've never even forged a butter knife.
I wouldn't put it past.
Oh, sorry. I'm Sava, soon to be former apprentice. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that I don't suppose you...
I'm afraid.
Never mind.
I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been.
I'd be...
So, where do we start?
Good question. And then there's this little riddle to keep in...
The way I see it, there's only one way, but we need information.
You're right. Now, there's plenty of folk in Dallin. There's the butcher. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tool. All right. I'll talk to every cook I can find.
All right.
Let's hope there's someone...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir.
Welcome, sir.
A question. I need to know what makes...
You're a blacksmith.
Something.
Fair enough. First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping.
So a knife that stays...
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Everything I've worked for. All those years.
Are you all right?
The baths are on second thought.
That depends on the...
I'd have you save my business. The baths. The water. I've no doubt that, but I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than... One, leave the market by these baths. My livelihood.
Incense. They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Oh, we can make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question.
Oh. Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be...
Thank you.
All business.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava...
Ah!
What is it, Luke?
A question. Where is it that you're back?
To Drake's Fang.
Then allow me. Drake's Fang is currently... Selmeki and Waloed are allies, but no nation has ever before allowed...
Not by choice.
And there's more. My man, I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead. If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. I've lost one Sid already.
I don't plan on...
Well...
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
What the hell are those things?
explains the heat. Frying pan. Too slow. It's over. That's cooled things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
This is no good. So, you learn anything useful?
Only that a blade should...
All the cook said, too heavy.
So we're no better. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything. That can't be right. I've bandied enough words with... No.
No doubt I have to make a start.
Agreed.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. Trouble is, meaning someone...
Is there no one else?
A merchant. I bet she'd know...
Carpets have
the most fragrant herbs
needed. A silken softness, like it.
Plates and pots!
There he is.
Bowls and basins.
Man, I was hoping the baths grow more bearable by the moment.
I'm glad to.
Now, tell me this.
Not what I expect.
You tell her fine. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. But I burdened you with my worries enough all... Right. It's high time...
Any luck?
What I asked?
If you're looking to make a knife, that they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite, but adamant...
And it's beyond my skill.
Unique. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil?
What are you getting?
You said the lube or train, but he would have known that it would either be too heavy or...
If it's cheap metal you're using. Folk first settled down, and if you know the trick...
Bloody hell, I don't suppose you...
It's hardly my speciality.
Looks like I've got some luck. Clive,
The limestone sites.
You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in...
Then I suppose I'll meet you back.
Right you are.
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Plates and pots!
Hanging lanterns, keep...
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Southern needs.
Finally, we'll be able to get lots.
Wheat incense, wax candle.
Just look at the made from the stoutest stoneware.
Light meat and dark. Fresh from the grill.
It would make a fine.
It wasn't, but I hope this is...
You and that merchant boat, she's got quite it now. A knife for...
It's a fine looking...
That sounds like my cue.
I'm sorry.
Let's take a... First things first, Sav. What? It's sharp-ish, and it's heavy. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but it looks like someone paid a visit. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but...
And I was so certain.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick. Next question. How much do you think I would charge?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would.
And who? The butcher? The hunt? Dalamilla's home to humble traders. Not rule number one in any business, Sava. No.
Yes, Forgeman.
This is... I'd say you're worth keeping around a little. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an...
I will. What would you do?
I'd do what I always... If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as... For the cook, light as... And for the nobleman...
There goes a master.
It looks like congratulations.
I couldn't have done it so much for the Forge Masters. The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone, or meaning I had you run around.
You've passed your test.
And when I do, I'll craft you.
My carpets have bright...
Yes,
they're...
Fresh, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ready, go? Faster!
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Sid's going to find Kupka and finish them.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torm. I know.
Is there something I might assist you with?
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Ivan's newest dish.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Clive, here you go. Seen enough?
Come on. Straight home now.
Farewell.
Run like the wind. safe. You deserve a rest. Well, Clive. Bigger sword. It should have stayed in its shell.